Greetings, Gemini. Welcome to Chronosphere's Pink, where let's begin the audit. The audit today is how to identify which path to value, we have 4 here, okay, or paths to value leaking in your life. So the first potential leak has to do with your ancestral elevation. The question is, are you carrying the weight of the bloodline or are you lifting it? Your career, right? This is the purpose alignment. Is your labor fueling your soul or just the simulation's economy? The third potential leakage is in your personal relationships where you have your energy sovereignty. We're going to identify the vampires and incubus energies that treat your divine spark like a battery. Now, if it comes out positive, we're good to go. If it comes out with a negative, we will clarify with the Oh Hell No Oracle deck, Love Edition. Last but not least, the last potential path to value that we're going to identify where you could have a leak is with your divine spark, that all spark activation. Are you connected with Source, with God? Are you moving from mechanical living into divine animation? We will then clarify all these with the tarot deck, with the Light Seers Tarot. So without further ado, let's begin the audit. The cards have already been shuffled. The energies, my dears, have already been cleared. This is for the sign of Gemini. Woo! Miracles in motion. Mother God flew out. And as I cut it, lots of mother energy. Okay? 42. Mother God is what flew out. Miracles in motion. Okay? So, Mother, Father, God. Okay? Very powerful card here. This is giving me an energy of the 7 sisters as well too. We're going to read up on this. Okay? But you have the altar of air, clarity. Okay? And the mother of earth as well too. So you're having clarity as it pertains to what is happening to you in this here 3D. Okay? There's a lot, perhaps you have been going through a period where you didn't have absolute clarity. Now you do. Okay, so you have been given an ace. An altar of air is an ace, right? As it pertains to what's happening to your fertility, to your creature comforts, to your ability to live the life that you want to live. So I'm going to leave these here as I have it cut. Okay, but the Mother of God is the card. The number here is 42. But for those of you who are numerology, 42 reduces to 6. So 6 is about your success, your harmony, your relationships as well too. And it also includes sexual relations as well too. 32 is reduces to a 5, and then you have 40, which is 4. But we're going to get straight to 42, right? And I do hope this finds you well. This is from the suit of Ace, which is your blessings. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it's saying you are the architect of your own existence when you tap into the wisdom of the great mother that you have within. Heaven and the earth are connected through you, but still you doubt yourself. Believe in you now. Birthing miracles is easy for you. Trust your inner voice. You're being divinely guided and are much wiser than you think. Be easy and deliberate as you move forward, but do move forward. Ancestral memory. Mother God shows up as Yoruba goddess Aya Naila, which is the nurturing energy, protection, love, and support. Her energy is ancient and material. She is the primordial source of all existence, mother of all the gods and living things. We are all her children. The ancestral medicine. Ea Naila is Mother Goddess energy. Balance your yin energy to bring the healing you require. My child, receive your wisdom, receive your guidance, receive your truth and well-being. Okay, the tarot correspondence is Juno, and this is from the 18th century Marsal's Tarot de Bascon deck. Juno corresponds to the High Priestess card in the modern tarot deck. And the declaration is that all things are possible. So this is the equivalent of the high priestess. All right. And so you have that clarity with the divine. You're aligned with the divine. Okay. So you're bringing heaven to earth. You stand between the pillars in the energy of Mother God. Okay, so you're bringing heaven to earth. So I've been instructed to leave these out here so that we can remember what is happening here. And the high priestess is here as well too. It's a double confirmation. Okay, follow your intuition with all things too. Intuition and knowingness. You stand between the pillars. Okay, so this is high vibrational, positive, very, very positive. Okay, so you're connected with your ancestors, especially there is a maternal aspect of your ancestry that's really wanting you to level up, okay, and be in that high priestess energy where your wisdom and your guidance and your intuition, okay, and your knowledge all works together. All right, career for Gemini. We have ornaments that turn over, okay? Retail, beauty, finished work, retirement. So you are in the stage right now of wrapping things up, right? You're finishing your work, you're finishing up a project, you're retiring from a project, retiring from a particular industry, perhaps as well too, okay? A candle, management, high rank, visible, okay? Athletic, okay, so you may be, you know, an athlete that is retiring as well too, okay, but you're finishing up that phase of your work, and you may be in the talks to write about your vacation, right, and or take classes and education, okay, perhaps you're interested in law as well too, as it says here, but you are doing things, right, with that new energy of being able, at the bottom, you're going to have a financial support, work surprise, or vacation. Again, retirement, vacation. So work was not an issue for you. It seems as though you were aligned, okay, and you had management, high rank, visibility, okay, and now you're moving to a new phase as it pertains to your career as well too. So you look as though you were doing labor that was aligned with your soul. Kudos to you. All right, now let's look into the relationships, see if there are any value leakages here. This is for Gemini. This is for Gemini. Okay, this is for the, okay, backstabbing came out. Okay, so you had a heartbreak, pain, separation, loss, disruption, lies, shocking attack. So someone that you love or was in love with or is in a relationship with backstabbed you. Backstabbing. Okay, this, oh, shock came out. So it was a tower for you. Shock, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, transformation. Okay, but you maintain a poker face about the situation too. So this sudden shock, as it pertains this backstabbing relationship, rocked you to your core. You maintained this backstabbing, rocked you to your core, okay? You maintained a poker face about the situation too. So a lot of people perhaps didn't know what was going on with your relationship. You continued to pretend all was well, okay? But this forced you into assessing your self-worth and your value, taking time to heal. It forced you to engage in shadow work, okay? And a phoenix is underneath that card too. So you will rise from this situation, okay? Now let's find out about this energy that backstabbed you. Self-love, self-care, being happier. See, is at the foundation. So make healthier choices when it comes to your love life. So what happened with this backstabber? Spirit, what happened with this backstabber for Gemini? The backstabber. Woo! My God. What? Okay. Spirit had a lot to say. All right. Let me make sure there's only 3 cards that came out here. And I want to make sure they're in the energy. Wow. That was a lot that flipped out. Okay. You have 3. They didn't forget to text back. They just remembered they don't care that much. Phone staying in hand 24/7. If you're not getting a reply, it's not a glitch in the matrix. It's a red flag on silent mode. Return to sender. So that came out. This person that backstabbed you, you perhaps were trying to reach out to them and they wanted no parts of you. Okay? Says you can't heal together if one of you is the reason the other one needs healing. Okay? It's not romantic, it's toxic. Trauma bonding. So this is someone you trauma bonded with and then they backstabbed you. So it's a cycle. You're told to break it. Okay? Delete the text, block the number, reclaim your peace. You don't need closure. You need boundaries. You're not missing out on love. You're dodging a migraine. Block, bless. I'm hearing delete and move on. Okay? Delete, release, and move on. So this is someone who really you didn't know the energy that you were dealing with as well too. The Spirit's telling you, move on. Move on. Okay? Nothing good would come of going any further and exploring this, right? Boundaries also came out. You're still upset about the situation. This person, I'm hearing, made you look like a fool. Woo! Okay. But you're saying not today? Boundaries, boundaries, okay? Now let's see. Gemini's Divine Spark. Gemini's Divine Spark. You've got Mother God watching out for you, okay? That High Priestess energy that you need to tap into as well too. You had 2. Divine Spark. Have hope that you will reclaim your peace. Okay? Have hope that you will reclaim your peace. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. And find peace, find inner peace in moments of stillness. So this relationship caused you to go through a dark night of the soul, as they said here before, caused you to go into and do some deep shadow work. Okay? To align yourself with the divine. You will find joy again, okay? It's the dance of the soul. Enjoy every moment. You will, again, feel safe in a relationship. Safety is here as well, too, okay? You feel very vulnerable. You feel kind of raw right now is what I'm just seeing, raw meat, okay? Miracles is at the foundation here on this one. And release. Release past burdens and embrace new beginnings. So Spirit's telling you at the foundation, release this energy. The reason you need to release this energy is because it is impeding your hope and your peace. Okay, so release this toxic X, okay, so that you can get your hope and your peace back. Release this backstabbing X. You had a backstabber. Release the backstabber. Okay? Don't blame yourself. Don't say to yourself, I could have known better. I should have known better. It's just a lesson. Jump it up to a lesson and move on now to the blessing. Okay? It's better you find out, however the hell you found out. It's always better to know, sooner rather than later, but at least you know. Okay? Now let's see here. Let's clarify for Gemini, Mother God, with the ancestors. The High Priestess energy. So there was an intuition that you may have had about the situation. Look at that Ace of Swords, right? This is complete clarity. Again, clarity came through twice. This entire situation has perhaps called you back and forced you back into alignment with your ancestors, okay, with your maternal ancestors. I'm hearing as well too. So they they have it's forced you to realign with the divine, to do the inner alchemy and the inner work, okay, so that you can connect with source, right, and see things from a higher point of view. Understand that it hurt, but it's meant for your transformation too. Okay, the butterfly is in the chrysalis and in a darkened death, literal womb kind of, and it's like a wrapped up coffin, like mummified, okay, before it breaks free, right? And so that was the period of clarity that you need to understand. This relationship served that kind of purpose, okay? So the high priestess within you is understanding the nature of this backstabbing relationship. I can't lift the card with my fingernails. With a renewed eyes and point of view, okay? The miracle is that you made it out alive. The miracle is that you made it out alive. Okay, 421 may be of importance to you because an ace is usually representative of 1, so 421. Okay, but you made it out alive, and that might be true because my my music in the background stopped. Okay, and you're finding your inspiration again. Here's the Page of Wands. Okay, so give me something for Gemini on ornaments, finishing the work, retirement, candle. Look at that. Okay, you're finding your passion again. I saw the Page of Wands before you go back to the Queen of Wands. You're tapping back into this creativity, your passions, your inspirations, your joy. You're finding all of this in. You're going back into, all of the things that you used to love to do. Okay, all of the things that fueled you. Put fire in your belly as well too. So you're beginning to find, education again, right? I see here, you're now, everything is sparkling again for you. Light. I'm hearing the light at the end. There's light at the end of this tunnel. The light at the end of the tunnel is that you're going to go from a period of here with the Five of Cups and the backstabbing, right? Of being disappointed to tapping into the Page of Wands energy that is within you. So you're really reclaiming your life after, look at all the conflict. It could have been other people this person was dealing with, right? That brought this fire to you. And so now you're finding your inner flame. Okay, here with the Queen of Wands energy, your maternal lineage, the matriarch, the nurturing side of you, the internal work, because the queens usually represent internal alchemy, the work that you have to do, within, and then the kings represent the external action that need to be taken. So you're really dealing with a lot of alchemy, okay? High rank visibility. People love what you do. They see the passion that you bring to the story too, or whatever you do. And you're perhaps thinking about writing. Again, I do see someone that's writing a book, okay, about their life and their experiences too, and how it's helped them to see life from an elevated point of view. Okay, every disappointment, has a purpose. Give me something on this backstabbing or backstabber. That was a shock a shock. Well, it involved family with somebody you had a family with. The 10 of Cups. It was someone you had a family with. See, it fell on the sideways. So it was a fringe. Okay, give me something on. Clarifying the 10 of Cups. It didn't come out clearly, Spirit. I don't know which card it is. Be very clear, Spirit. Clarify the 10 of Cups. So it was someone you had a family with. Ooh, 3 of Swords. That broke your heart. Again, heartbreak, backstabber. So might have been some infidelity. Okay. So this is someone that you had a family with that broke your heart, because it came out on the fence. Technically, it came out like this. So you had heartbreak over a familial situation, right? Someone that backstabbed you, okay? That broke your heart. Backstabber that broke your heart. Woo! Right? I cannot reach this card for nothing. Right? So this backstabber, okay? Right? Is someone likely married with a spouse. Okay? This backstabber broke your heart. Okay? I mean, this is cut you. I'm hearing cut you to the bone. Woo! Cut you to the bone, honey. Okay? I'm hearing, I thought she was different. Wow. Wow. Okay? I'm hearing, I thought she was different. Okay? You know, use it however you see fit, but I heard, I thought she was different. Okay? So, but you're reclaiming yourself. You know, you're getting back, you know, you're getting back your mojo. Okay? You will have celebration again. You will have wish fulfillment, but it'll be in as a single person. Okay? This relationship had you at the crossroads. It had you up in your head. There might have been some element of black magic that's involved here too. But you will, if your money has suffered, I see a 9 of Pentacles and a 9 of Cups. You will get back and get back on the saddle, so to speak, and get your money back too. Give me something, Spirit, for the releasing. Once they release this person, this hope and peace. Clarify, Gemini's releasing this person. Ooh, you came out in your own reading. Oh my gosh. And it landed on the ancestors. The ancestors are saying, and the Lovers came upside down. Okay? So this was a toxic relationship. Release this toxic relationship. This was not the person for you. Release this toxic relationship. This was not the person for you. I'm going to let the cards speak for themselves. Release the toxic relationship. Okay? This was not the one for you. All they brought you was heartache. I'm hearing pain. Ooh. 8 of Cups, the situation. Walk away from what no longer serves you. That's where it's saying release all day. Release, release, release. Okay? This person had you all up in a mental imprisonment, had you all up in your mind. Oh my gosh. But you have the moral high ground. Your ancestors are here protecting you. Okay? And also protecting your inner child and your creatrix energy as well too. Okay, so you're going to be protected. Okay, so the leaks relationship, and this relationship hurt you so much, it literally impeded your connection with source, your connection with the divine. Once you release them and walk away, you're going to be in the energy of connecting again with your intuition, with the Mother God and the Ace of Swords here, to be right again and attuned with the divine. But that has to be done. You have to walk away from what no longer serves you. So my dear Gemini, the value leakage have been identified. The work is now yours. Sit with the silence, secure your frequency, and remain sovereign. Until next time.